Oh, hey, Line Channel, how are you today? Can you hear me? Cause it looks like the audio is working. It looks like according to this. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Let me just see. Not then. I think something. Not quite. Okay, cool. You guys can hear me. Hey, Ray. Hi, Cooking with Max Snyder. How are you guys doing today? I'm using the default YouTube audio, or not audio, YouTube webcam, because Streamlabs is not working on my computer today for some reason. So I'm doing this live stream a little bit differently. So yeah, got 7 people on so far. Hey, Connor, how are you doing today? Since I'm not using Streamlabs today, I'm just using the default webcam. I'll be looking right into the camera, so I'm not going to be looking over there for what's it called? Not going to be looking there to see where the super chats are, or just regular chats in general are. So yeah, I mean, I might look over there to put up another tab in case you want to, see, look up stuff or whatever. We could do whatever. What's up, Ohanic Sonic Boon? How are you doing today? Shane Sala, unfortunately, is not going to be on today because Dad's working right now, and none of us are doing our projects right now, yard projects right now, and it's kind of rainy here today, so. But yeah, hey, I love elevators. How are you doing today? Anyone want toilet paper? Sure, why not, Connor? Because, toilet paper is scarce these days. Just waiting to catfish the TV show. Okay, cool. It was really interesting earlier today because we got a thunderstorm, not a huge one, but it did rain very hard. We didn't get any wind this time, but it was kind of cool to see. Hey, Texas, Minnesota elevators, how are you today? So yeah, it was pretty interesting, I gotta say. Oh, I also found the Google COVID-19 search results easier than the map that we've been all looking at lately, because the map of the COVID-19 map, it shows county by county, but to find cases like per state by itself, I just search it up on Google these days. I do I'm here looking at the county by county basis and how many cases are in the world right now. I'm not saying I like coronavirus. I absolutely hate it, and I think it's horrible that people are getting it, and it definitely needs to stop. So yeah, what's up, Backside Steez? How are you? But if you were to look on Google right now, how many cases, it would tell you 242,000 in New York, 139,000 in New York City, stuff like that. It's a little bit easier to navigate. So yeah, look up by zip code. Cases. I'm gonna try that. Who just said that? Oh, Line Channel. Let's try that. Wait, let me see if I can play with the map a little bit. No. I'm sure if I Google it, I'm sure it'll appear. Zip code. Let's see here. Nah, it just brings you up Westchester County. Oh well. Sure, you can wait, is it is it San Antonio or a different city, Rafe? Because zip codes are interesting. Hey, AJ Horning. Hey, Spencer. How are you doing today? Also, I noticed with the webcam there's like no delay, which is nice. Let me see. I'm gonna say San Antonio. That's my guess. Wait, what's the zip code for? What's it called? Where was that one again? 10048. The Brooklyn-bound Tantrum Boy. Well, he's not going to Brooklyn right now, is he? Wait, that was it? I'm curious to know. World Trade Center. It was. Oh, okay. So Aaron got the answer correct. It was the World Trade Center. How about that? Nice. Yes, those are on Sunday. We had 7 spammers. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. The spammers were just all out of it. Yes, on Sunday, it was just crazy. So I know some states have reopened right now. I know Florida, like phase 1. I know Florida is one right now. You can actually go to the beaches right now. Though for health and safety, they're restricting how many people can go on the beaches. It's like, well, you can go swimming right now, actually, but you gotta still practice your distancing. Georgia is recently reopened. Texas, Ohio, I think Indiana too. I don't quite remember which other one reopened. But yeah, a couple of states have reopened into phase 1 right now, which is a great sign. Obviously, for states like New York, it's going to take a while until we get there. But yeah. So that's really good news to see as of right now. Yeah. I should have thought of more things to talk about with you guys when I first started. I really got to think of that too. But that was one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. But yeah. Mall of America has its own zip code? For real? That's so cool if it does. I just thought of, speaking of Mall of America, since it's near an airport, I know this is really, really weird logic that I have in my mind. That's going to lead me into today's question. What is your favorite airport that... Wait, did I ask that question already? Yeah, I think I did. Never mind. I think I did ask that question already about what favorite airport you've been to and that you've flown into. Yeah, I did ask that one already. My bad. I'll think of another one. We already asked mall. Let's see. Trains. Okay. So William showed me the other day that WMATA is already getting ready to propose their 8,000 series rail cars. It's a new rail car. It's going to replace their 3,000, 4,000. Let me just look it up real quick on WMATA's website. 8,000 series. I don't quite remember it 100%. William did show me this the other day. Yeah, it's on WMATA's website. I'll put the link in the super, and not the super chat. It's just a regular chat. In the chat, in case you guys are interested in seeing it. So when Metro begins 8,000 series car replacement, and it's going to replace the 2,000 and 3,000 series rail cars at the end of 40 years in service. So yeah, it's going to have. It looks like, according to this, it'll look a lot like the 7,000 series, but there'll obviously be some different displays. There'll be some different seats, but still same setup as the 7,000 series cars. You didn't really miss anything much, Vancouver elevators. We're just chatting right now. I just, gave a little bit of a coronavirus update now. We're just talking about trains since Line Channel requested trains. So we're talking about trains right now. So yeah, I figured I'd bring up the WMATA 8,000 series rail car right now because that's what came into my mind with about trains. Let's see what Aaron has to ask about with his question. What is the best elevator everyone has seen since the start of 2019? Best elevator. Good question. That's actually a very good question. A lot of elevators since then. Maybe I'll go in my 2019 playlist. See which one I really like. I have somewhat of an answer I want to give you, but I just want to make sure I didn't miss out any of the cool elevators. Because the response I have in my mind right now is the American Museum of Natural History in New York City, because they have really cool glass elevators there. Yeah, I remember you, Connor, of course. Let's see what other people are saying right now. Because of the coronavirus, or just because they're getting old, Line Channel? Yeah, I'm just gonna go through my playlist real quick and see, make sure it's all 2019 videos are up already. Oh yeah, Desmond Hotel had cool elevators too. Yeah, I'm gonna say the glass elevators at the American Museum of Natural History in New York City, the Thyssen elevators, which is a rare brand, especially in North America. They had really cool glass elevators there with bar buttons. It was neat. Yeah, I'm gonna say those are my favorite elevators since 2019 I've been on. Pop out. Ooh, Otis Pop Out. Nice. Those are definitely cool elevators. No worries, Backside Steez. You know, if it was just started by then, you know, it's all good. Nick's Hospital. Oh, that's right. The Nick's Hospital has the Otis touch sensitive elevators, right, Rafe? Emergency alert systems. It's kind of cool. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of it. I mean, I did make some fake ones at some point. I really ought to start doing that. You know, maybe once the semester ends, once I won't have schoolwork to do, maybe I'll start doing that too. Since, you know, without schoolwork, there's going to be, you know, less things to do during the quarantine. So maybe I'll invest in doing that too. Who is your favorite Thomas character? I'm going to say Percy was my favorite Thomas the Tank Engine character when I watched it. Yeah, I'm going to say Percy. Thomas, of course, being my second favorite. And we were quoting Sir Topham Hatt a couple weeks ago, actually 1 week ago, when the really bad storm hit. After the aftermath of the storm, we were just like, the storm made a terrible mess. We were quoting Sir Topham Hatt. No, it wasn't Sir Topham Hatt. That was just the narrator. My bad. So, yeah. Oh, that would be very cool if one of the characters was a P-32 Genesis diesel locomotive. That would be really, really cool. Like, I watched the show again if one of the characters was a P-32 Genesis. A hotel company? Why would a hotel company want to buy Nick's Hospital? That seems kind of odd, to tell you the truth. Well, I guess, if Pakistan Airlines owns the Roosevelt Hotel, I can see why a hotel company bought a hospital. But still, it's kind of weird. AirTrain Lever informed me that Pakistan Airlines owned the Roosevelt Hotel. Enjoy said tell you about Nick's. Okay. Mattel? Disney's buying Mattel? Well, Disney's buying everything these days, to tell you the truth. Yeah, Disney buys a lot of things. Yeah. The elevators were cool. Okay. Oh, yikes. Sorry to hear that, Texas, Minnesota elevators. Is LaGuardia shut down? I think it's still open to essential travel as of right now. Westchester Airport is shut down. It's closed right now, but they're going to do necessary construction while it's closed. Yeah. The first airlines that are going to come back are Delta and Connection and United Express on May 21st. Delta mainline is going to return on June 2nd. American Eagle's not coming back till June 4th. LaGuardia, I think, is open right now. It's restricted to essential travel only. Whereas, like one person goes somewhere, but they need to go somewhere pretty critical. So that's why airlines are still considered essential these days. Like if I wanted to go on a trip for fun, I would get thrown out of the airport because it's not essential. I'm sure a lot of people want to go on trips right now. I mean, I know there's probably people out there like once non-stop travel comes up and they not want to go on an airplane, which I understand, but I sure hope when that ends up being the case, I do hope the airlines start to get business again. At least get like at least half of their plane, like half planes loaded, because it's not a lot of fun to see in the airlines. And honestly, right now, it's not a lot of fun playing on Flight Radar 24 right now. Not because of the app they did anything on it. It's still the wonderful app it is. It's just there's so little traffic right now. It's not really enjoyable. And since so many planes are grounded right now, they don't have the information of the planes that were scheduled to fly, so you can't access it. So that's why it's not so much fun lately on Flight Radar. I mean, it makes sense. to why that's the case on flight radar. But at the same time, it kind of stinks. I mean, once more airplanes are back in the air and flying again, it'll become more fun again. But yeah, until then, flight radar is not that much fun. I'm not blaming flight radar itself. They can't do anything about that, you know. Hey, Windy City Elevators, how are you doing today? So yeah, but to answer your question, I'm pretty sure LaGuardia is still open. Yeah. I mean, right now, if you want to just look around the airport pre-security, that's not allowed right now. I hope you'll be able to do that once summer begins. What? My girlfriend just texted me a funny message. It's a little confusing. Just gonna respond like that. So yeah. Oh, it's good to hear Windy City Elevators. Glad to hear you're doing good. So yeah. Have some P-32s set up as DPUs, diesel-powered units on my auto train. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, what elevator animation are you making right now, Vancouver Elevators? Really? You can see LaGuardia from the window. Nice. Do you get a good view of the airplanes then, Line Channel, if you see the airport from the window? Because if you do, that would be really cool. Do you like Bob the Builder? I liked it when I was a kid, absolutely. Super Mario Maker 2 is getting an update. Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, does the update include like the Bowser, Bowser Castle surrounding areas, like, the lava lands? Because that's what I was hoping Mario 2 they would bring, but they didn't. So yeah. Live a ways from the nearest airport. Oh, okay. Minneapolis, St. Paul's your closest one. Is that right, Aaron? Distributed power units. Oh, okay, so it's different. Include all the Koopalings. Wow. That's definitely a big update because it was just Bowser Jr. and Bowser for a while, but all the Koopalings are coming. That's pretty cool. Maybe I should play some this week. Yeah, if that's going to be an update like that. It's pretty cool. Just want to get my shirt so you guys can read it if you're interested. So yeah. San Antonio Airport's 25. Okay. Oh, you're an intern there? So that's pretty cool. 30, 45 minutes. Oh, okay. That's kind of a haul, but makes sense. Oh, that's a question. I think we'll make it. What airline and route would you guys want to do the next time you're able to fly? So, this is not saying so if you got thinking of travel in general, what airline and route would you guys want to fly, you guys, in the future? Just curious. I figure that'd be a good question to ask. You know what? Since I know we got elevator and train people here, maybe I'll ask the questions on all three categories. So this one's based on airline. So Line Channel says, ooh, that's a very big deal route. JFK to LAX. That's a very big deal route. Absolutely. Yeah, that's probably one of the most competitive routes. I think it's the most competitive route in America, New York City to Los Angeles. Rafe says American. Anywhere in particular, Rafe? Just curious. If you were wanting to travel on an airline on a particular route. Let's see. JetBlue to either Las Vegas or Los Angeles. Ooh, those are good ones. Absolutely. My old English teacher actually flied on JetBlue to Las Vegas every year, and she said it's actually a really good experience. I don't know, but this stuff isn't going on. I may fly to Seattle and see a friend. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you got options if you were to go to Seattle. For Delta, that's hub-to-hub route, Minneapolis to Seattle, you would probably get the best deal on Delta because that's a hub-to-hub route. Minneapolis to Seattle is a hub-to-hub route on Delta if you were to do that. Alaska, I know, does that service too. They fly nonstop from Minneapolis to Seattle. Obviously, Minneapolis is not an Alaska hub, but Seattle sure is. Seattle is actually Alaska's largest hub too. Delta's a hub there too, as I just mentioned, but yeah. Yes, Roanoke is regional. The only two airlines that operate mainline are Allegiant and Delta. Allegiant goes to Orlando, Sanford, Punta Gorda, and St. Petersburg, and Delta flies an A319 most of the time, sometimes a 717, one round trip per day. Well, actually, let me explain this. So like around I think it's either 6 or 8 o'clock, somewhere in between 6 and 9 o'clock, Delta flies an Airbus A319 from Atlanta to Roanoke. The aircraft stays at Roanoke overnight. Then at around somewhere between 6 and 7:15, that Airbus A319 goes back to Atlanta. And I'm not sure if there's a crew ready, do the early morning flight, because I would think they would do that, to tell you the truth, because to be sleep deprived while flying is not a good idea. So my guess is that there's a crew previously that stayed overnight in Roanoke, whereas the flight crew that came from Atlanta lands in Roanoke late at night. They probably go to their hotel, spend the day in Roanoke, then get up really early, and then get on the next aircraft back to Atlanta. It's basically, maybe I should just draw it for you guys to explain it. There's a good page I can do it. Man, I'm just gonna cheat a little bit because I don't have a whiteboard. I really should have gone upstairs for that, but oh well. Actually, I'm gonna try to draw it for you guys. So just give me 1 second. That one doesn't work. I don't need a... Oh, that's broken. There's a pencil. I don't need a pen for it. So I'm just going to try to illustrate what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Exactly. Deliver every entire thing to Atlanta. Then yeah, that's not a good way to draw it. Yeah, I should just draw the aircraft. I'll put in the hotels. Here's the aircraft. And then okay, so this is a really bad diagram, but I'll try to explain it the best I can. So, basically, the flight crew from Atlanta at, let's say 8:53 takes an Airbus A319 to Roanoke. So then they get there late at night, and then they go to a hotel and spend a day there. And basically, the next day, they'll get up really early and get on a different aircraft that a different crew that was doing that same route late at night parked their aircraft at Roanoke for. So that's basically a shuttle system. So that's what I think how it works. Is one crew goes there late at night, they spend a day there in the area, and then they get up really early and go back to Atlanta. And obviously there has to be a crew in Roanoke ready to go back, that already flew that route and ready to go back to Atlanta. Because, don't want people going sleep deprived. That's my guess to how it works. I feel like that's how that system works. And then yeah, because in Westchester they did the same thing from Atlanta to White Plains on a Boeing 717, where a Boeing 717 will depart at 8:39 and get to Westchester at like 10:45. Then it goes back to Atlanta like 7 in the morning. But I think different crews are involved with that. Like one crew goes to White Plains, and then early next day the other crew that's previously stayed in White Plains goes back to Atlanta. So I feel like that's how it works. Let me see if I missed anything based off of it. I'm sorry if that was some. All right, see you later, Texas Minnesota elevators. Sorry if that was a bunch of almost nonsense. I was just trying to express a theory. But anyways, yeah. Let's see what you guys also have to say. Someone uploaded a video of odd tornado warnings that issued near me a few years ago. Oh boy. Interesting. TRA was involved in 3 separate train wrecks. Oh gosh. How do those train wrecks happen then? Just curious. Yes, absolutely. What US routes do you want to talk about? Which one was I playing with earlier today on Google Maps? Maybe I can bring that up. Best and worst trucking outfits. I don't really pay attention to trucking outfits, to tell you the truth, backsides D's, so I wouldn't be able to give you an answer. US 50, okay. So US 50 starts in, I think, Ocean City, Maryland. It's a pretty long one, too. Oh, yeah, 50 is a good one to talk about. Because if I remember correctly, where did 50 go? It's 50. Because 50, like, it starts in Maryland, goes into West Virginia, then goes back into Maryland as well. If I remember that correctly. It's Virginia. It's Maryland, DC, Virginia, West Virginia, then back to Maryland. Yeah, that's kind of a mouthful, but it's true. 50 starts in Maryland, goes to Washington, D.C., then Virginia, then West Virginia, and then back into Maryland. So there's 2 separate portions of 50. Well, actually, it's all connected to one road, but 50 goes into Maryland 2 times. And you got to go through like 3 states to get to the other portion of 50 in Maryland. It's crazy. And 50 goes on for a long time, too. I don't remember where 50 ends. I'm just going to look it up on Wikipedia at this point. But that's the really cool part about US Route 50. Oh, yes, Martine is pretty bad. I remember Diesel 2 people got fired from Martine. Was that right? Yeah, because, they treated him really, really bad there. From what he said, it's not a good company to work for. Oh, wow. It goes all the way to California, according to this page. It goes through Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Maryland. Wait, wait, that doesn't make sense. What? Oh my gosh, it also goes into West Virginia twice, too? Oh, that is funny. That is really funny. Who brought up to talk about US 50? Line Channel, that was a really good US route to talk about. The 50 goes back and forth between states constantly because it's 2 separate portions in Maryland, and it does the same thing in West Virginia. Like, if you were to Google Map this right now and follow it, you would see that US 50 goes into Maryland twice and West Virginia twice. So now it's Maryland, Washington, D.C., Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, then back into West Virginia. That's crazy, I gotta say. So, yeah. Sacramento, California, where it ends. Okay. That makes sense. We just go to Sacramento on my Google Maps. I really should have a screen share available on this. Yep, there it is. Yep, that's where it looks like it ends, in Sacramento. Okay, ooh, that's another cartography map idea I can do. Just come up with ideas. Because I do maps on this book, and since I'm almost out of pages, I could show you guys. See, look, that's how many pages I have left. I did order a new one because I figured I'd be doing this for a while during the quarantine. This wasn't a quarantine event thing. I did this since I was like 10 years old. It's just for fun. I'll show you another one that I finished. This one was Interstate 876 that I did. It goes from Trenton to the Langhorne area. Actually, not a little bit further than Langhorne. I had to go to... What town is it? Oh, Bensalem. Okay, that's the town. I have it connecting Interstate 276 to 295 in New Jersey. And US 1 just goes around it. That's what I have it. That's what I had to do. And right now, I'm about to work on Interstate 41, since Interstate 41 ends abruptly at the Wisconsin-Illinois border, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, I know it's incomplete, but still. So I figured my proposal for fun was to have Interstate 41 continue down 94, but replace Interstate 294 entirely, and then end at Interstate 80 in Homewood, Illinois. Because part of what I like to do with these maps is just recreate routes that don't make any sense right now, and others just create just for fun. So yeah. Yes, it is very interesting, US Route 9. Because US Route 9 is the Cape May ferry between Cape May and Lewes, Delaware. That's how it connects Delaware and New Jersey. So yeah, it's the only US route that's in water. Like literally in water. It's really cool. And then US 9 is east-west in Delaware. Between Cape May and Plattsburgh, New York. Actually, no, Champlain, New York, it's north-south. But once it gets to Delaware, it's east-west, from Lewes, Delaware to Laurel, Delaware, where it connects U.S. Route 13. Sorry, Connor. Honestly, if I knew more about Ireland U.S. roads, I would definitely be glad to talk about it. Right now, I'm on the map in Ireland, and I see we got Route 176. Doesn't look like there's any interstate highways. Oh wait, that's Iceland. Never mind. I looked at the wrong. Here's Ireland. Okay. Got Route M9, N81, M4, N52. Dublin has N11, N31. Who's there? But yeah. So yeah. But yeah, 50 was a really good one to talk about. Absolutely. Mirror Marquis elevators at St. Marie were modded by M2. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Yes, Interstate 294 is an auxiliary route of Interstate 94. You know what part of that I don't understand of Interstate 294 is the portion where it's combined with Interstate 80 between Homewood and Homewood. Actually, I think that's Lansing, Illinois. Yeah, Lansing, Illinois, because 294 abruptly ends where 94 splits off of Interstate 80. To tell you the truth, abruptive endings don't really make sense to me. They're confusing. They really are. I think because 294 connects 94 at the north end as well, it really should end at Interstate 80, but I guess whoever designed it felt like it was best to connect the two, even though it doesn't really make sense, the two endings. So, yeah. Yeah, I believe that the longest auxiliary route in the country is Interstate 476. That's like 132 miles. It's a very long highway for an auxiliary route. Goes from Scranton at Route 6 to Interstate 95 in Chester, Pennsylvania. And it meets major U.S. routes such as US 1, US 202. Actually, no, it doesn't. It crosses over, but it doesn't mean it. Let's start over again. US 1, US 22, US 209, US 11, and US 6. And big interstate highways that makes up with are Interstate 81, Interstate 80, Interstate 78, Interstate 276, Interstate 76, and then finally 95. Dublin, okay. Gotcha. Hello again, Aaron. Yeah, you don't blame me. Homework is difficult to do, and, you know, it drives people nuts. I don't think any of us like homework to begin with. But, yeah. Oh, it's all good. Oh, that's right. You live by the station, so you still get to see the trains, right, AJ Horning? What else? What other U.S. routes or interstates you want to talk about? If it's auxiliary interstate routes, I can tell you what major U.S. routes intersects with, and what U.S. routes it meets up with. I know I have the map, but it's fun to talk about. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say about online school. Is I was just blah. I don't really mind, to tell you the truth, because last semester I actually took an online class. But for those who started doing it for the first time, I know how difficult that can be, especially since most of my friends didn't do online classes beforehand. So yeah, my girlfriend did more online classes than I did, but I feel like it didn't really bother us too much because we didn't get, like, you know, we had a little bit of experience. So I don't blame you if it's, you know, annoying. Because, you know, it's very different. You don't get that teacher-to-teacher interaction. So I can definitely see how that's annoying. Yeah, we can talk about Interstate 35. Absolutely. We'll do that next after we finish this thought. So I'm actually taking a hybrid class next semester. It's for college algebra. It seems really interesting because it's a 4-hour class. Like, it's 4 hours a week because it's 4 credits. But it only meets once a week for 2 hours, and you do the rest of the work for the week online. So that's an in-person portion and an online portion. I think that'll be really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. 248 is not a U.S. route, so I wasn't counting that, but that's still true. It does go to Route 248. Wait, does it have an exit for 248? Now I'm curious. Oh, it goes under it, but there's no exit for it. All right, let's do 35. 35 is a big deal because it partitions into 2 segments in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Dallas-Fort Worth, where you see Interstate 35W and 35E. Other than that, it goes from Duluth to Minnesota to Laredo, Texas. I might not be able to name all the things on my own U.S. roads where it meets with it because there's so many, since 35 is a long highway. Let's see. Oh, okay. You know, it's different for everybody. You know, some people take it, it doesn't really work out, or not the way you hoped it for, which sounds like that was the case. But it's okay. You know, it's good that you tried it though. But yeah. So yeah. Where did Alfredo the Gamer say? Yeah, if you could please, like, stop spamming that Alfredo Gamer, that'd be great. You can mention Tantrum Boy, like, you know, once, like, you know, like every 10-15 minutes or whatever. But if you just keep spamming Tantrum Boy, it does annoy some of the other guys. Some of the other people that are trying to watch this live stream. I know you got a kick out of Tantrum Boy, and it is a meme at this point for the channel. But I know that can start to annoy people, if you know what I mean. So yeah, you can still mention it, just don't do it super duper frequently on the live stream if you don't mind. Sorry for any inconvenience, but yeah. Okay, so you guys are beating me to it. So Interstate 35 intersects with 10. Oh, you're doing south to north. Okay. Yeah, 10's the first one, then 20, 30, 40, 44, 70, 80, 90, 94. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, wait, I have been on Interstate 35. I've been on Interstate 35W. I forgot. I traveled on a little bit of it in Texas. Yeah, I gotta see which roads I traveled to on Texas, like Interstate. So I traveled on Interstate 35 from Roanoke at Cabela's to Interstate 820 in Melody Hills. We took a little bit of 820 east from Melody Hills to think like the first exit. I forgot about 30. I've been on Interstate 35W. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. We didn't do a whole lot of the driving, so that's why I didn't see the bad driver from Interstate 35W or 820. My aunt and uncle did a lot, quite a bit of the driving because we did a lot of stuff with them. So yeah, that was cool to get, but oh well. I didn't think to bring the dash cam into the car or ask them about it. So yeah, that's why the bad drivers in Dallas Fort Worth was pretty short because we really the only days we drove, like me and my dad actually was all day Thursday, but other than that it was just to the airport and back to the from the airport to the house and back to the airport. Though we did use that car to stop at Bass Pro Shops, Embassy Suites, and the In-N-Out Burger at Grapevine. But we didn't get any bad drivers, so that's why there was no bad drivers from that portion. It was a nice car, I gotta say, the Nissan Versa. Tomorrow I have a new Dallas Ooh, can't wait to see it, Texas Minnesota elevators. Oh, that's right. You said you only flew from Minneapolis to Dallas once, so that makes sense to why you traveled on it. That's really cool. That's really long. You flew all the way from Duluth to San Antonio. That's a really long trip. That's cool though. So it's nice to see the interstate highways for what they are for sure. Oh, Buc-ee's is great. Yes, I love Buc-ee's. It was really funny about that Buc-ee's. Speaking of which, oh wait, I traveled on 35W to Anchorage, whatever that town's name is again. We went to a shooting range. We went from Roanoke to Justin, Texas. Okay, whatever it was called. Yeah, Justin, Texas. So I've traveled on 35W from Justin to Melody Hills, Texas. So anyways, what was that really good one that you just mentioned? I forgot what I was going to say. What was I going to say to you guys before that other thought came in? I'm trying to find the chat that did that. Oh, Buc-ee's. Yes, absolutely. So the Buc-ee's story. So my Uncle Gary wanted to show us Buc-ee's. He said it's a really cool convenience store on steroids. It's literally a convenience store on steroids. First, me and my dad were like, to be honest, we're like, okay, it's just a convenience store, but we let him show us, and my goodness, Buc-ee's is insane. Buc-ee's was awesome. They got like a whole store, souvenirs. You can get like grill stuff. They have lots of hot food. They have like t-shirts and like clothing. They have so much, and like outdoor stuff. They have so much, and it's a gas station too. Buc-ee's was really cool. In fact, it was funny because we didn't really go into downtown, so we didn't have any souvenirs to get. So by the time we were at Buc-ee's and saw that there was so much there, we got all of our souvenirs at Buc-ee's. We got my mom a Buc-ee's blanket. I got a Buc-ee's t-shirt. I'm trying to remember what we got Sammy though. We got Sammy something from Buc-ee's. Sammy's my sister, by the way. And then and I got Lisa a Buc-ee's pajamas where like it's covered from top to bottom. Like you wear it and there's like a hood and there's like Buc-ee himself. That's what I got my girlfriend Lisa from Buc-ee's. Really, really cool place. If you're ever near a Buc-ee's, I really do recommend checking it out. Buc-ee's is very cool. Thanks for bringing that up, Shay, the Ultimate Animator 2020. You got a t-shirt Buc-ee's too? Cool. Yeah, Buc-ee's is really cool. I don't blame you, Alfredo the Gamer. This is all getting old at this point. Yeah. We just gotta reopen at this point. Yeah. I'm honestly, to tell you the truth, I know the coronavirus is still a really, really, really big deal. But I'm more worried about the families who aren't working right now and, are having trouble, buying their needs, because if quarantine were to last forever, then that harms the essential businesses because they wouldn't be able to get, make money because no one would be buying their goods. So that's why it's important that we have to open up and this summer, like, you know, Chris was mentioning. I don't know if you guys saw his most recent live stream about it. We were all talking about that on his live stream too. So, yes, absolutely, Shady Ultimate Animator. We're all tired of the coronavirus. I mean, yeah, the society itself definitely we gotta get back to work. So yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the families who are legit suffering right now. Yeah. Interstate 2, yeah, that's in South Texas. Very short interstate highway. It's like only like what, 45 miles long? I mean, that was a little depressing to mention, but unfortunately, like, you know, that's what I think of it. That's true too, Aaron. Absolutely, I'm not arguing with that either. This is why we gotta do, like, you know, phases 2. That's still very legit. Absolutely. But yeah, like I said, we just gotta do it, like, you know, ease it in. We can't just rush back in. Absolutely, we cannot do that. All right, so Interstate 2 goes from McAllen to Harlingen. Let's see how many miles it is. Actually, it's a little bit longer than that. You know what I also don't like, guys? When an interstate highway is created, like in the middle of a U.S. routes, and the interstate itself is not by itself at all during the interstate. So let's take 2 for example. Interstate 2 is also Interstate 83. Interstate 2 ends kind of abruptly on both ends, and and U.S. Route 83 continues both directions. I don't really like that, to tell you the truth. It doesn't make any sense. That's what I think. But yeah, because you look at Google Maps and you just see it just ends abruptly. Let's see here. Starts in Panitas, Texas, and to Harlingen. And it is, 47 miles. That was close. But yeah, very short interstate highway. The shortest interstate highway in the country is Interstate 97 in Maryland. It's only 17 miles long. Very, very short interstate highway. And no, it's not with any other U.S. routes or interstates. It's by itself entirely, but it's very short. It only goes from like the west end of Minneapolis to BWI Airport. So yeah. 12, I believe, is the second shortest in the country. Let's look up all these 3 routes, see how long they actually are. So let's start with 97. We know 2 is 47 miles long. Yeah, 97 is the shortest in the country. 17 miles. Let's go to 12 in Louisiana. That just stays in Louisiana by itself. Slidell to Baton Rouge. Let's see how long 12 is. 12 is 85 miles. It's actually longer than Interstate 2. So I think 2 is the second short. I said longest, didn't I? I'm sorry, guys. I think so. Interstate 2 appears to be the second shortest interstate highway in the country, and 12 is the third, it looks like. From what it looks like, yeah. Yeah, 90 is the longest. Seattle to Boston. 90 is the longest in the country. 4 is pretty short too, though. I think that one's longer than the ones we just mentioned. The 4 is also Florida Route 100 for some reason. I don't know what the deal is with that. 132 miles. Okay, still pretty short for an interstate highway. That's probably, I'm willing to bet that's like the 4th shortest. Oh yeah, I forgot about 99. They're gonna expand it to what town is that? Corning, New York. Yeah, U.S. Route 15. I hope that project gets done because Interstate 99 is currently an intrastate, meaning it only serves one state. So if it were to make it to Corning, it would just be a complete interstate. And they can replace 15 too, if you think about it. But yeah, let's see how long Interstate 99 actually is. Sorry, guys. And I think I think there's a small portion of 99 that's by itself. At least I thought there was. Actually, no, there's not. Never mind. 99. Let's see. 89 miles long. Okay, so All right, we got 97. That's the shortest. Then next to it is, let's see, I don't remember it now. 299. What interstate? We can talk about I-10, absolutely. So we got 90, 97, 2, 99, 12, and forgot the other one. I'm sorry, guys. Those are the 4 we were mentioning earlier. All right, 10. Jacksonville, Florida, just Santa Monica, California. Very long interstate highway at the bottom of the United States. It's really cool. Yes, there is, that's a new one actually, Aaron. 22 is a new interstate. And looks like most of it's complete right now from what it looks like. It goes from Birmingham, Alabama to almost Nashville, Tennessee. I think they're going to extend it into downtown Nashville. But I think that's it afterward. I think it's just Nashville. Why did I say Nashville? I think they're going to extend it to go to downtown Memphis, but I think Memphis is like the final cutoff. So that highway is almost complete. So yeah, 22 from Olive Branch to Birmingham, that's complete. So yeah, 355 and oh yeah, 355 is a pretty short interstate highway. Let's see how long that one is. Let's see here, it's South End's Interstate 80. And it goes to, just connects 290. 31 miles. That's not too bad. So, yeah. $99 is 87 miles. 32.5 miles. Okay, cool. 78 or 95. I travel on Interstate 78 pretty frequently, to tell you the truth. That's how I usually get to my aunt's house. I haven't been to I actually haven't been to the East End, which I'm surprised about because that's near New York City. But I usually take it from 287 to like Pennsylvania 33. Interstate 78 like ends in New York City. Like as soon as it hits New York City, boom, done. Let's see here. $145 miles. Not the longest interstate in the world, but there's 3 stages, which is pretty cool. 53 miles for 294. It's okay, Aaron. It's all good. Since all 3-digit interstate highways are all auxiliary routes. So it's all right. Saginaw, Texas. Oh, that's right. Forgot we went there, to tell you the truth. Yeah, Saginaw. So that rail car wasn't there before? There goes my phone. That's interesting. Wonder if my Aunt Eileen was there before the rail car was there, now you think about it. Because my aunt, uncle, and cousins used to live here, but they moved to Texas in 2017. I wanted to go visit them and check out Texas for a while, so that's how the trip in January happened. Probably go again in 2022 unless something else happens. Maybe next year, too. I don't know yet. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing Florida next year. But if not, maybe Texas again. Yeah, because I've been meaning to visit my grandparents in their Florida house for a while. And they wanted to show me and my family down. They want to show me and my family a lot of things down there in Florida. But the rest of my family doesn't really want to go, to tell you the truth. And I do, to tell you the truth. So at this point, if anyone's going to go down there, it's going to be me. So, yeah. And I've never been to the Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach area before, so. You're good. It's all good, Nolan Vader. I'm glad you're just hanging out with us today. So, yeah. Ooh, a cheesecake for Christmas. Nice. I'm actually glad they brought the webcam back, to tell you the truth, on YouTube live streaming. I mean, it's not like professional live stream, but to tell you the truth, guys, it's honestly easier. And see you later. Vancouver Airlines. Have a good day. Easier, and there's no delay when it comes to chatting with you guys. I might go back and forth between the two. I don't know. Oh, that's right. There's that really short midget interstate called 794 in Minneapolis. Let me see if I can find it. It's like really, really tiny. 694, I know, is the Beltway in Minneapolis. Oh, wait. Oh, that's that one where it ends abruptly and randomly turns into Interstate 494. If I remember correctly. Is that the one? It is the one, yes. It randomly turns into 494. That is weird. All right, 794. Let's find it. It's so short you can't even find it on the map. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's Milwaukee. I looked up Minneapolis. What a joke of an interstate that is. I'm sorry. It's like Interstate 587 here. It's not 4 miles. I totally did that wrong. Yeah, there is such thing as Interstate 587. Even that one's a joke. Just goes to like some random riverfront in Milwaukee. It's actually 3 miles, but still really tiny. It's not really an interstate, but still. 3 miles for an interstate? I don't think so. All right, let's do 587 since that's another short midget interstate around here. It's not even by itself. It's basically 28 because 28 still continues out west. So that doesn't make any sense to tell you the truth to me. 1 mile long. That's how long Interstate 587 is. And the worst part about it, it's also Route 28, and 28 is much longer and keeps going, unlike Interstate 587. Yeah, what a joke of an Interstate 587 is. All right. Yes. Even that's a midget interstate. I know midget's not really the best term to use, but still. Sorry, guys. They probably shouldn't use that word. Oh, well. I mean, it's not the worst word you can use, but still. Oh, yeah, and 345 randomly turns into 45. Mile and a quarter long. Wow. Honestly, that should just be 45 since, it randomly turns into that. It doesn't make any sense. Wow, it's so small, there's not even signs for that. Might as well not be any signs for it if it's just so short like that. I'm surprised 587 actually has signs. Does 794 have signs? Now I'm curious to know on Google Street View. Like Interstate 794. Now I'm curious to know. Google Maps is so much fun. Okay, so it does have a sign. But still. 478 also doesn't have a sign, too. That one's so short it doesn't even have a sign. It's just the Battery Tunnel. Or is that a new name for it? Because yeah, it is. The Hugh L. Carey Tunnel. That's a new name. It was originally called the Battery Tunnel for the longest time. Now it's Hugh, whatever his name is, Tunnel. Let's see how long it is. Interstate 478 is only 2 miles long. There's not even signs for it. So, yeah. It's changed from 45 US 75. They added 345. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, especially since it's so short. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, Route 9 in Manhattan is very short because then it goes on to Interstate 95 to go to Jersey over the George Washington Bridge as well as US Route 1. You're good, Kevin. It's all good. I don't really have one, to tell you the truth. Because they all look the same to me. I mean, yeah. Well, same. You could argue the same case for locomotives, diesel locomotives themselves. So, yeah. To tell you the truth, I don't really have a favorite one for shoreline or rail car, to tell you the truth. Have you ever been to Florida before? And yes, I have been to Florida twice before. 2010 for Disney and 2013 for Disney. 2013, I actually made elevator videos of that trip. We got the monorail, but since YouTube music messed it up, I think I deleted it entirely, which I shouldn't have. Honestly, oh, that's something I'm gonna try to do. I have my old computer, but I gotta put like a fan next to it or something. That's something I want to try to do. I think I have a couple of backlog videos I can upload from that trip. All right, I think we'll wrap it up from here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. So I think I'm gonna go live again probably on Thursday. That's probably the next day I'll go live. See you guys later. Thanks for chatting with me today.